So we're 9 months in, and at once it feels like the longest year ever, and then some days I'm like, how in the heck did we get to December? So yeah, it's long and short all at once.
There is great concern about the Thanksgiving holiday becoming a nationwide super spreader event.
Gather at Thanksgiving and regather for your funeral on New Year's Day.
It's clear where we had the summer surge. We've now surpassed it.
This is the worst thing that I've ever seen. The numbers are increasing day by day.
California has set more records today with people being hospitalized due to COVID-19.
I can tell you I'm tired of this like everybody else.
Tonight, Pfizer fueling fresh hope.
The first shipments of the Pfizer vaccine are expected to arrive at 145 sites by tomorrow.
Medical workers from Contra Costa to San Francisco get their first doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine.
But meantime, cases are also drastically surging.
We are in no way out of the woods, not even close yet.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but we're not even halfway through the tunnel yet.
I guess for me, there's been some heightened family drama. My mother is 93 years old and she's moving from Oregon to the Sierra foothills, and the part of the family that she's moving in with, oh Lordy, they're COVID deniers. My mother is fine right now, thank you. And the Christmas holidays are another issue. We made it through Thanksgiving by declining an invitation to join the family. I mean, these things are offered. I know you're not supposed to suspect people's intentions. They're probably offered from the heart that we join, stay overnight and 120 miles from here and celebrate a holiday, but it almost seems like a death threat, you know, in your darkest hours. We spent a Fauci-approved Thanksgiving. It was just the two of us in the backyard with unhealthy snack food. But Christmas looms. My mother is living with 4 adults, 2 of whom will get on an airplane and fly to Oregon for a family gathering, and 2 of whom are flying to the Midwest. But that's playing very badly in my gut. I mean, I can't kidnap my mother, but I think that would be really ill-advised.
But we will be spending Christmas with her along with 2 dogs and chickens.
I'm not sure that's exactly Fauci approved, but it's semi-Fauci approved. Yeah, my stomach's in knots a lot thinking about family. I know I'm not alone.
On the other hand, I retired in March of all times. This has been my entire retirement, so.
But the yard looks great.
Yeah, yeah. The house and the yard look great.
We live on a staircase, so a lot of people walk by, children and dogs and exercisers. We want to welcome people to the staircase. We don't have a wooden fence or anything that separates our yard from the staircase. It's all very open. So we have dinosaurs in the backyard and cactus, and we really love it when children come into our backyard to pet the dinosaurs, etc. So
We're hearing schools probably not going to open, and you know, I don't think it's totally made sense to our would-be kindergartner, because he is so excited. He's like, I'm going to kindergarten. I'm like, you're looking at it, buddy. It's the dining room table behind us. We're hanging in here. Distance learning is going as well as I would expect it. I mean, better than I expected. You know, it's not without its stress or. Well, I always tell Andre that it feels like whack-a-mole, trying to make sure everyone is doing what they need to be doing. But yeah, I mean, I love everybody in my house, and there's days or hours within the day that I don't like any of them.
You know, we just finished Thanksgiving holiday, and that was different. We had a series of Zoom calls in the afternoon with, you know, our family in New York, and Southern California and Puerto Rico. And, you know, our kids are just used to going to see my wife's family, you know, in Bakersfield every year. You know, it's just a tradition. And so it felt different. It felt off to them. So we made the best of it. And, you know, we had, you know, great meals, and we tried to have that family time. But just another sort of thing that we're having to adjust to.
Yeah.
They did get a chance to actually physically see their teacher. The pictures of my kids seeing their actual teacher that they love, they're fond of. She's doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, she really
but
is.
she's always been on the screen. And just we have these nice photos of them, you know, just smiling from ear to ear.
I'm the oldest of four, and the rest of my family is going to be getting together for Christmas in a couple weeks, and they are getting tested. But we still just didn't feel comfortable enough with that. I think, you know, just being open with them that, like, we're trying to take the long view. Like, this is really, really hard for us right now, but, you know, but next year, and, you know, this way we're making sure that, you know, all our family is staying healthy, and, you know, next Christmas is going to be even better when we're all together again, right?
You know, the two most prominent things we've been seeing is just a growing acceleration of our obesity epidemic. Children are stressed, they're sedentary, they are home, and they're bored. And so their activity and their nutrition has suffered. And then mental health. You know, if you think about what your, you know, I have two third graders and a kindergartner. If you think about what your life was like as a third grader at kindergarten, you know, you had play, you had new friends, you had just the kind of socializing and development that comes with that activity, and it is just absent. And anxiety is on the rise, depression is on the rise. It's been very, very bad. Gratitude and reflection was something that, you know, we thought about and worked on with the kids in some form or other. As we flocked to think about what we're not having, you know, what kind of normal birthday party or Thanksgiving get together, like to try to circle back and think about.
Be mindful of all that we do have to be grateful for. I think, you know, Andre and I, as we've sort of had our ups and downs, like, in the end, like, it's like, you know, that which doesn't kill you. Like, I feel like, you know, we have definitely, you know, it's made us stronger. Like, I think our communication is better than it was 9 months ago, better than a year ago, because we have to, like, you know, we are here together all the time, and you know, with the kids.
Yeah, we did. We've done a lot of shopping too.
Yeah, and I think the coup de grace, I think, is the Christmas trampoline.
Yeah, I broke down. We got the trampoline.
When the energy gets to be too much for our little house, be like, everybody outside.
We're still hanging in there. Cafe has not closed yet. We've still retained all our staff. We actually ended up getting the PPP loan in the second round. If we did not get that PPP loan, the conversation would be very different right now. The PPP loan has been exhausted. We ran through it already a few months ago. And, you know, luckily we used that time to kind of recalibrate and refocus, roasting in-house for wholesale, online store for shipping, our new food program, so that we could, like, kind of shuffle our staff around to do other things. We still have all our staff, and luckily we're at a point where we're kind of just getting by, but we're living month to month, you know. Somehow we luckily got like a couple like corporate holiday orders where they wanted to, like, order gift baskets or coffee to give away to people. And you know, that came just in time for us to, you know, make it through another month. That's the case for a lot of small businesses. You know, you only need like one more disaster to, like, throw in the towel at this point. You know, it's a very, like, precarious situation where everyone's just kind of living right on the edge of, you know, being done. That's the tough thing about, you know, working from home right now too. Like, I'm taking calls for work, and
Hi.
Kathy's taking calls for work. Finley's napping. So I'm, like, you know, taking calls from outside the house. You know, we go through, like, waves of, like, you know, depression, weight gain, weight loss. It's crazy. Like early on, I probably lost a lot of weight, and then all of a sudden, I've netted quite a few pounds. And then now I'm trying to, be healthy again. I just had a checkup, and my doctor was like, "Your blood pressure is too high, like way too high." Where he was like, "You need to come back. You need to make some changes, and then come back in a month."
I was just telling my colleague that it's been a blessing and a curse to be home with a toddler, working from home. A blessing, more blessing than curse, but a blessing in that, now I'm not missing any of her moments and her developmental milestones, but also now we have to be really big on communication so that we have coverage for her, so that I can get my work done and he can get his work done. It's emotionally tough to be on, and present with your family. And but I think the hope that we can get through this and everyone is healthy, and our loved ones and friends and family members can get through this together. And as long as we are doing this and we live to fight another day, and can see the end of the tunnel, it in my eyes, it's worth it. It's worth it that we have to deal with all of these things and be safe for one another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just a few more months. Just a few more months.
Andre is a healthcare worker, so of course he'll get it much sooner. But like, I want to, not just manage our expectations, and then including the kids that maybe in the summertime we'll, so I don't want them to expect that it's going to go back right away.
I mean, it's true. There is a vaccine out there that's approved. It's getting distributed. But, honestly, it's going to take a really long time for it to get to us.
I was initially concerned that the vaccine was being rushed, but I think the Food and Drug Administration and the CDC has done a really good job of understanding that they needed to be transparent with those of us who were afraid that there were shortcuts possibly being taken. We will definitely be in line for a vaccine now. And I would not always have said that. There's been a shift in my thinking. And I think it's great.
And now I've gone worried that this thing would be rushed too fast I can't believe how far down on the queue I am before I get the vaccine. I mean, it's still, even though I'm 69 years old, it's still months away. There's so many other deserving people.
They are deserving, right? Yeah. We can shelter in place. We can do this.
Yeah.
Tonight when I was bathing our 5-year-old, we were talking about, next year and what he wants to be able to do. And, and after the vaccine, we can go spend the night at Auntie's house. I was like, yes, you can, next year we'll be able to do that. And hopefully things will, get back to like how they were. And he's like, oh, wait, but is the vaccine a shot? I don't want a shot. I was like, it's just a short shot. Remember, like the flu, but then you'll get to go spend the night at Auntie's house.
He's still 5 and doesn't like shots. So.
Obviously healthcare workers, frontline workers, they're going to get it first, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But, small businesses have been going through this for like 9 months now. And, they're going to have to go through it for at least another year before the vaccine is, widely distributed. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, but we're not even halfway through the tunnel yet, without any additional help or any additional, changes, I don't know how long it's going to take. And I don't know how long businesses can hold on for.
So getting back to normal sounds like a wonderful thing. I'm not sure that it's going to be an event. I think it will be a process. And because it is possible for David and me to shelter in place, we can afford to take it slowly.
And sometimes I just have to kick myself and go, boo-hoo, you have to live in, you're stuck in your luxury prison that you can, only go out for takeout food and groceries. But yeah, we'll make it.